This podcast is rated G for general audiences. All ages admitted. Mission 250.
Welcome to the Mission 250 Filmcast. We are a group of movie lovers who have recently set out to watch every movie in reverse order on IMDb's top 250 movies of all time list. You can check out the upcoming movies we'll be watching at mission250filmcast.com. My name is Denny, and joining me today are...
John. And
I am Terrence.
Very good, guys.
Also known as Steve. It sounded like you were reading that. Were you reading that?
No,
I should have, though. I should have wrote that down. I have to write down my own name just to say it right.
I thought Denny was reading his.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the movie we're doing today is Lagaan, Once Upon a Time in India. It is a Bollywood movie. The IMDb synopsis for the movie is: the people of a small village in Victorian India stake their future on a game of cricket against their ruthless British rulers. And
yeah,
this movie.
I mean,
was
by the way, I didn't even
long.
know what cricket was.
I didn't either.
Yeah,
it took me a long time to figure it out.
No, the only thing I've ever heard of cricket was from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where they talk about cricket in there, but it's some space version of the game that makes no sense.
Just like the regular version.
Yeah, kind
of. So, John, what did you think of the movie overall?
It was fun. I thought it was really fun. I mean, it was long. I guess the original cut of the movie was over 7 hours long.
Yeah, I saw that. Thank God.
Yeah,
cut it.
That would have been hard.
Yeah, that would have been tough.
But no, it was really fun. It was like all the songs were actually pretty good, and sort of like the music was like very joyful, so it was fun to listen to. So yeah, I thought it was fun.
Sweet. TC, what do you think?
I thought it was great. Surprisingly, I was when I first started, I was like, "There's no way I'm going to like this," but that was a good story, and it was very it seemed very Americanized.
Yeah, it seemed
it was like an American movie, but in Indian and with Indian songs.
Yeah, to me, it seemed like kind of a remake of I don't know. It seemed like it was made in the '60s almost, like the same time The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly would have been made.
Yeah, like a Western.
Yeah,
like an old Western. Yeah,
like
or
the
not
dubbing was
but
equally as bad. The editing was weird sometimes, but the story was good, and it's like super long. A lot of face shots, a lot of crowd shots.
Yeah, it was super long.
The big crowds were actually the villagers of the little tiny village that they filmed in there. So like all the like big crowd shots of while they were watching the cricket match, those were like the villagers that came there and like hung out all day.
Oh wow,
that's cool. I didn't know that.
Just unpaid extras.
Yeah, they like screened the movie for them too. Like after the movie was done, they like screened it for the village.
That's pretty cool. There were a ton of them. It seemed like I don't know, like thousands of them. And, I mean, sometimes during the cricket games.
Quite a few, yeah. No, it was a whole village, so.
I'm not sure what a village constitutes for numbers, but
yeah.
Does that vary?
Oh, I keep hearing it.
Is there a certain threshold? It's like, okay, you're no longer a village.
You're no longer a village. Now you're a town.
Now you're a town. Don't you don't call yourself a villager anymore. You're a townie.
So I think this movie's rated PG, and we can use.
Oh,
I can call you guys filthy whites. That's allowed.
Hey, filthy
Is
whites.
That Whitey?
Whitey?
Wasn't it Whitey too, or was that just me reading into that?
There was a bunch of them.
Definite filthy whites. I know.
Yeah, I wrote that down. I wrote down another one, but I don't feel comfortable reading the opposite way.
No.
Yeah,
we
seriously.
still have Whitey guilt.
Yeah. I actually thought when the movie first started, the main British guy was an Indian actor because of how like tan he was.
He was tan.
Yeah,
he was really tan.
I was like, wow, they're going to cast
the Captain Andrew Russell, or
Andrew, who
the main
also coincidentally was the exact same character as Gaston from the last movie we watched. Did you not think that?
Oh, he was not as fun.
I don't know. It was pretty funny. I enjoyed it when he was on there.
Yeah, but he didn't act. There was no like. I don't know. It just wasn't as fun to watch him. Gaston was a lot more fun. Come on.
Yeah, he wasn't. I don't know. Gaston was pretty evil too.
Gaston was evil, but there was like just fun moments with him where, like he'd have like, physical comedy with him or just sort of sing about what a jerk he was. That was all fun. This guy was just always like a jerk.
When he was slapped,
he was
not to jump
constantly a
ahead.
jerk.
Sorry.
No, I was just saying he was constantly a jerk, that guy in Lagaan.
Yeah. Some of the things made me laugh, though.
Yeah. You didn't recognize that it was Hugo Weaving?
Do I know Hugo Weaving?
Yeah.
Do I know him?
The name sounds familiar.
The bad guy from the Matrix movies. Elrond.
What? No.
All right, I am joking, but my wife was convinced.
Oh my God. I was like, what? I was about to look it up.
Yeah.
My wife was convinced it was him, and I was like, no way.
Yeah, I think I would have picked up on that. I don't know.
Yeah, but he has the same kind of like, squinty-eyed, pursed lips kind of sneer that he does a lot, which sort of makes you think of what was the role he played in The Matrix? What was his name?
Agent
He's always
Smith.
saying the Agent Smith?
Yeah, Mr. Anderson.
Yeah. Mr.
Yeah,
Anderson.
Right. That's what he would say. But
Imagine if it was that dude.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He would have pulled it off.
Mr. Bouvon.
So the beginning had 5 screens of thank yous. I don't think I've ever seen that many thank yous for a movie before.
That's true.
I've read a
You
bunch
pick
of
up
stuff.
on the weirdest shit. I did not I did not even think about how many thank yous there were.
Definitely the
on
most
screen.
thank yous in our podcast history so far.
That's true.
Um,
Usually you get like one screen, but there was
Now
5.
I want to go back and watch because I didn't even recognize that.
Yeah, it was absurd. It just kept coming, and I was like, wait, how many has that been?
And made me a sandwich, and it was still going on because it sort of had this feeling like, all right.
And even
Like even the intro is going to take forever.
Yeah, this is going to be 4 hours. So I'll go do something else until the
I need a
movie
PB&J.
finally decides to get on its way.
Yeah, that's funny.
I'd also timed it. It was not until 32 minutes into the movie they even mentioned cricket.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Well, they had to set the scene. You
Right.
know?
Sure, but like a normal movie, that'd be like 10 minutes into the movie.
I mean, when
That's
they were
true.
looking,
When
when they
they
were
had the
looking at the
whole-
go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say the same thing, TC. They held that whole rain thing that didn't come, which took like an hour.
Yeah, it
Oh,
took
man.
forever. That's
Yeah.
where I was going. It's like when they did that, when they're staring at the sky and it's like,
Yeah.
and it didn't happen. I was like, oh no.
Come back, CG clouds.
It's like this guy stares at the sky, that guy stares at the sky, that
It's
cloud's
like, oh
coming.
my
They do this
God.
whole
Hold on.
song.
Hold on. We've got 5 more people in the back staring at the sky.
Yeah.
Cut to them. We need them.
I've never
Yeah,
seen
that was-
clouds come straight at you and then turn around and go back the opposite direction.
With thunder, but nothing. Too.
Yeah.
Like it was like they had the
Jerk
whole lightning
clouds.
storm, but there was no rain. Sucked. Felt bad for him. I had no idea where the movie was going at that point.
I
was
forgot
just
it was
like,
about
great.
cricket.
So it's going to be like a Bollywood, like where people are poor in India. Is that something that is different than usual?
It's like run of the mill,
Yeah.
maybe.
You
Seeing as we've never seen a
shows how
Bollywood
much
movie.
I know about A, India, and B, Bollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, these people, the white guys in this movie, I don't think I've ever felt so bad being white before
Mm.
in a movie.
Oh, wait till you watch Gandhi.
Oh, really? That's pretty bad? lot of guilt.
I seem to remember it not feeling great about it. Yeah, though I mean, it's again the same kind of, but it's much more. It's more realistic, even in terms of how the British were treating the Indians. Yeah,
So it's even more depressing than this song and dance-a-thon?
yeah. Oh, yeah. There's no singing and dancing in Gandhi.
So you guys both like the music?
I did.
You don't think it was...
Did you not?
I don't know. No, not
I
really.
thought it was.
It all sounded
thought
the
it was
exact same to me.
It was
I thought it was
percussion
good.
heavy.
It had the same like exact noises in every single song. It was like that boo, boo.
Well, you know
drum
what my
noise.
problem was is I don't know what kind of music they have anyway.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad
So I
saying
don't
that.
really I don't really know like what would their song be different? How would it be different? Because I have nothing to compare it to.
Yeah, just the
So,
lyrics maybe.
I guess some
I
of
mean,
those
there's-
high pitched voices were pretty intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would like, and there was one song where the female vocal like blended into the stringed instrument like indistinguishably. It was
Yeah.
pretty cool. But yeah, I thought you might like them, Denny. It's pretty percussion heavy. I was listening to the music today it was on Apple Music. The soundtrack is.
Oh. How many
So
songs
it
are
was-
on there? Like 6?
There's eight.
Eight?
Well, that's like one, including like this score, like the intro score, or the sort of like just the orchestral parts. But yeah, but I thought it was good. I really the what is it? You Fear My Friend song. I really like that one.
Which one was that one?
That's when he is. So we'll
was
get
that the
to
second
it,
one? Listen, my friend.
Yeah.
That was the one where they did the ass. I wrote that down. Ass dance equals hilarious.
Ass dance.
They did like one hand with their head on it and the other hand on their hip, and they just like did slow
they
circles.
Were just like jokingly feminine, sort of like it looked like they're. It just looked really fun, like they were just having a good time.
Yeah. I agree with that. Everyone looked like they were having a ball making it. Another movie that reminded me of, you guys ever seen Seven Samurai?
No. Although that's got to be on the
Cruise?
250, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that's like
that was
old.
That was The Last Samurai that he was in.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
It's kind of the same in that there's like a bunch of different, like there's a village, and then they slowly introduce a bunch of like wacky characters that are easily distinguishable with, special traits and stuff like that. It was pretty similar to that.
My notes are so bad.
Oh, I got to so every British guy had aggressive facial hair. The most aggressive facial hair.
Yeah. Right. Well, a pork chop guy was pretty. The one Mad Bowler. The pitcher that had the pork chops he's pretty feisty looking.
That looked real too.
Yeah, probably, maybe it all was, but yeah, that was like, I guess back in those times, like the mustache was a big deal, or facial hair, like very nicely trimmed.
Because it was a pain in the ass to trim.
When they made the deal with the guy, why did he give him 3 months? Why would they do that?
Right.
Like, why not just like, hey, let's play right now. I'll win. And
that's a good
Lagaan.
point. I don't know. I kind of wondered that too myself at the same when I watched it. Like, what's the 3 month thing?
Right. Okay, so just to recap to get to this point, right? So should we kind of follow the plot for a bit?
Probably, because a lot of people probably won't watch this movie.
So we got the Rains. They're in this little village. The Rains didn't come, so they're not having a good time. And you have these Rajas, which I guess are kind of like not warlords, or like governors, and the Rajas in turn are sort of controlled by the English. And then the Rajas demand taxes from their provinces, which is also called Lagaan, which I guess Lagaan is taxes.
Tax, yeah.
Right. So that's how they end up going. And because they're about to be demanded double Lagaan, which is insane for them. They can't afford it.
Because they missed half of the year before.
Right. So they go to their Raja, who's also being sort of like overlorded by the English there, and say, we can't do it. How does this happen? How does the whole conflict happen where like the English guy gets...
Well, there's a scene where the Raja is sitting at the dinner table with the English guy, Andrew. And then Andrew's like, yeah, I'll do it. If you eat that meat, eat the meat. And he's like, I can't eat the meat.
Yeah. How did they get on the subject of beating them at cricket? I don't even remember how that happened.
That's
like how that
good
transpired.
So the Andrew guy was pissed off at Bhuvan because he was like scaring the deer when Andrew was hunting. So he's
that whole sequence that was at the very, very beginning, wasn't it? Right? Like Bhuvan would like throw a rock at deer.
Yeah, to scare it so it wouldn't die.
It was perfect timing too. The guy was badass. He was just like,
right
but
before
he
got snuck up on. He got a rifle in his neck, and he threatened him, and then he had a vendetta against him the entire time.
Right.
But why did they go for the whole taxation thing? What did he said something to him when they showed up, right?
Because they made fun of how it was like a kid's game.
Yeah, because it was the same kind of game as they were playing when they were little kids.
Yeah.
Adults don't play that game in their village anymore.
So that insult combined with his hatred towards Bhuvan made him.
And then he was like, so what? If you think you can beat us, good. You beat us and then you get this. If we win, you do whatever, triple Lagaan or triple tax.
We'll give you, and then Sportingly gives them 3 months.
Yeah. Every time there was one of those things, I wrote it down just being like, all right, guys, we know it's 3.5 hours. You're doing it artificially. Like there was another point jumping ahead during the game. It's like, this game will take 3 days to do. I don't think I don't know anything about cricket. We can get to that.
I think it might. I think they used to play it like that.
3 days.
They do.
Where they had tournaments. Yeah, it was a tournament.
Days.
Yeah.
Whoa.
3 to 5 days.
That's-
I looked it up. I looked up some cricket rules. That's not unusual.
I have a lot of questions about cricket when we get to
Yeah,
the
I had
last
to
part.
learn what cricket was as I watched it, which made it difficult for me to watch it because instead of watching the movie, a lot of times I was like, so what do they do? They run back and forth and this guy hits it. What
You're
are
like,
they
hey,
doing?
wait a minute, that guy's cheating. You can't do that.
Wait, can you, so you're supposed to run? Where are you running?
Yeah.
So you just run across the street. And then you back and forth?
Yeah, they didn't do a great job of explaining it.
Well, they don't have to. You're supposed to know what cricket is.
I guess so. Maybe if you're in India,
In English,
you know cricket.
Yeah.
Is that a popular sport in India? Maybe because the colonization forced it?
Probably. Yeah, probably. I don't know. I think they knew it. It's well enough known.
Well, if the guy was right, they stole it from them in the first place, right?
Yeah.
So around the time where they, make the deal, my least favorite character in the movie gets introduced. Can you guess who that is? Did you share this feeling?
I don't know.
Least favorite character.
No? Okay. Elizabeth, I couldn't stand her.
Oh, the woman, the
Oh.
white
The
woman.
white woman.
Yeah, she sucks. She sucks.
She was not good whenever she was on the screen.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So that turns out to be his sister, Anderson's sister.
The bad
Yeah.
guy.
Andrew, right?
I know, but now since it's now
No,
since
it's
you said
Mr. Anderson.
Oh, Mr.
and
Anderson?
I'm
You missed the
thinking of
reference from
Hugo Weaving. Yeah. Anyway, Captain Anderson.
That doesn't even make any sense in your reference. It should be Mr. Smith.
I know. It's just a long string. Nonsense.
All right, Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, right. You're like, wait, what?
So,
yeah,
so that's
this
his
is a tough
sister,
one.
right?
Yeah,
This is a tough one to explain and to review because it's so goddamn long.
Yeah.
And like we could sit here for 4 hours trying to explain the 4-hour movie.
All right, so that was my least favorite character. Who was your most favorite character, you guys? Did you have one?
Obviously, Gary or whatever. She's beautiful.
Oh, the girl, yeah.
She was beautiful. Everybody in this
Beautiful.
movie was good looking.
They were really good looking.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah. But yeah, Gary was beautiful. I like Drum Guy.
Drum
made me
guy was
laugh.
good.
I like old crazy guy too.
Yeah, the hairy guy, he was good.
Yeah. The witch
Where he
doctor
would
kinda
say
guy.
stuff, he would say certain things that really make no sense, but sometimes he would hit it. Like he would just say something that like his words would be so ridiculous that it could be seen as making fun of the other team while he was, like as he was pitching.
Oh,
Or
was he
hitting the ball,
mocking
or
the English
hitting-
people?
Yeah, no, he was just talking in his crazy self. But like if you were to apply it to what was going on, sometimes it made sense.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was fun. It was awesome. That guy was a good character.
So yeah, he was good. Drum Guy was great because I laughed a couple of times at him, like when he just start yelling.
Yeah, he got real
Beating
mad a
his
couple
drum.
times.
Because he couldn't speak, right? He just yells. That's all he did.
Yeah. I was sad that his I don't want to get it. The cricket game had a bunch of like character defining moments for everybody, which is fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we meet the sister, and she immediately has the hots for our hero.
Everyone
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, right. So she's no exception.
He's also Gaston.
Including,
Tons of Gastons in this movie.
Perhaps that might explain Andrew Russell's problem too. Maybe he can't admit his homosexual love for the hero as well.
Oh yeah.
Takes
Or
it
maybe
out.
his ancestral love for his sister.
Ooh. It's like Gladiator.
It's like it's double whammy.
It's a Game of
Yeah.
Thrones.
It's one of those.
Oh, no wonder
I
it's
didn't even
rated
think about
PG.
that. It's like a secret thing that they're throwing in there. By the way, he's
Mm-hmm. And
Well,
did you?
or he's always had a crush on her, at least.
So when,
Yeah,
when
right.
I planned on watching this movie, I planned on watching like 2 hours of it and taking a break and watching an hour and a half the next day.
Couldn't
They
do
put the
that.
intermission like an hour and 20 minutes into the movie, and there was still over 2 hours left after the
I didn't
intermission.
even notice the intermission. I just kept on going.
Oh yeah, we stopped at the intermission. We did it in 2 nights and gave up after the intermission and came back.
Yeah, I did it all last night.
Yeah.
All in a row.
I stayed in bed and just watched it. It was good.
I wanted to
Right?
stop towards
Yeah,
the
I
end.
mean,
It was long.
I did and I didn't. There was parts where I was like, all right, guys, wrap it up. And then they would get back to the story and it was okay. It was good.
The last cricket scene was like an hour too, wasn't it? Just cricket.
Seemed to be just the cricket.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it could have been.
it went on. I mean, it was 3 days of activity. So what we got the sisters introduced. And then the bet is made. And then there's a bunch of time where they're just not, the village leader is upset about this and they're arguing about it. And
jealousy happens between the two girls.
Yeah,
right.
Typical.
So yeah, well, that doesn't happen yet. We don't get the white lady helping them yet, right? He starts recruiting people first.
Yeah,
slowly but surely he gets a couple people that'll help him.
So he does that great song where he's just recruiting people.
He only gets like two people in the beginning. It seems like
yeah. He's got the kid, and then
because they all walk off on him, but he's still during that song. He was like singing to everybody.
Song, first, kid comes, drum guy comes on board real fast.
Yeah, he likes stuff.
Drum guy doesn't have much to look forward to, so drum guy likes this kind of stuff.
And then I think is it Gowrie's dad that comes on next because Gowrie's sitting there singing.
Yeah, he's the last guy at the end of the song.
Yeah. And then you have what I think they wear the fezzes. They're a group of Muslims, which we have the main sort of like other bad guy, at least for 3/4 of the film, where he's the guy that ends up
being the good bowler. Oh no, the betrayer
the
guy.
Is the traitor guy.
Yeah, the mole.
Yeah, so I assume when they.
I could tell he was a bad guy from the first time he was on the screen because of how sweaty he always was.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, that guy's bad.
That's kind of cool.
He's dripping wet.
That's a astute observation.
Yeah, I didn't mark him off as bad right away, but he also has designs on Gowrie. That's kind of his problem.
Yeah,
and I don't know if that's common in an Indian film where they. I assume because like the one guy was his friend says, "I am a man of God. As a man of God, I will join this cause." And that sounds kind of like Muslim talk. So I don't know. I don't know if it's commonly the case that like the Muslims are the bad guy in Bollywood movies or whatever. But
that's something to look up.
But they all turned out good, so it's okay.
That's good. It was a very accepting movie all the way across.
That's true. Which I wonder. I tried to look up to see if that was like controversy at all, like where they bring in the unclean guy.
Yeah, the what was it? The untouchable.
Yeah. Untouchable, right? So and just make the argument that he should be on the team. I don't know if that means that anybody's going to treat him any different afterwards or anything.
Nah.
Yeah. So poor untouchable.
He can go back to his dirt farm.
He got touched though.
Oh, does that like raise him in the caste system?
Oh no, I don't. I have no idea. I will not even.
Who? What, the guy that can bear that's got the limp arm or whatever?
Yeah.
But they have. So they have a very. I know they have a very. Or traditionally, there's a strong caste system. Like you're just born into.
Yeah, and then when you're a loser, you're a loser, and that's it.
Yeah,
that would suck.
But
yeah, it would.
But I don't know modern wise what it's like there.
Yeah, it's I think what we've summed up about this whole thing is that we do not know anything.
Yeah,
about India. No, just a bunch of whiteys.
Yeah, we are literally the bad whiteys being like, I don't know, just play cricket.
I don't know.
So let's blast. So there's two more songs back to back after the intermission. Uh-huh. One of them is the fourth song is the one where Bhuvan and Gauri like finally
they sing.
Yeah, they finally tell each other how they feel after frustrating.
Well, first, you have the whole jealousy song, right, which happened a while back.
Yeah,
right?
That was right before the intermission.
Yeah.
And then the weird part during the song where they're kind of falling in love with each other, Elizabeth turns into Gowrie like halfway through and takes her place in a lot of the dancing.
Really?
Did that confuse you guys?
I thought that it was just maybe wasn't paying close attention, but maybe I thought it was just kind of like superimposing, like that she was dancing on her own, and that they were just kind of superimposing that. So I didn't really think that she was actually there.
So it was like it was more of an effect, like, hey, she's over there dancing all by herself.
Yeah,
I thought it was something like it turned into her hallucination, and it just, or not hallucination, but like daydream. And it just happened to coincide exactly with what was actually happening. That's why. But that doesn't make any sense. Yours makes more sense.
Well, there is some kind of spiritual thing in Lagaan about the Krishna and the Radha, and I'm not sure how that all works out. But at the end of the movie, they're like saying that the white girl was his Radha.
Yep.
And so that might, anyway, we can talk about that more.
Yeah.
To whatever extent I have any idea about what that means.
All right. So right after that love song, there was the training montage song where they just ran around town for a while.
Yeah. No, they were training, getting better. They finally learned, kind of really knew the game. So it was like getting the sense of like, all right, now they're going to at least be able to play the game.
Yeah. And that's when cricket starts. And that is 2 hours and 15 minutes into the movie.
Wow.
That is longer than most movies.
Yeah, seriously.
Yep. So cricket.
Game over 3 days. One batter each. What is it called? Bat once each player? Something like that?
No. Okay. So cricket, or as it's also known, whack bat.
Or as it's also known, gilli danda.
Gilli danda.
Gilli danda. Okay, you have innings, right? After 10 batsmen have been dismissed or out, that can be an inning. After 10 batsmen are down.
I'm
or
lost.
A set number.
I don't get it.
Of overs.
Yeah. You get what? Womp womp. I wish I had a button for like sound effects to be like. Wah, wah. Yeah.
So you're a batsman, right? You stand in front of that wicket thing.
Wicket. Which was the wicket? There's two wickets, right?
There's a wicket on either side, and you have a person, a batsman on either side.
The stick things.
Only one is pitched two at a time.
Wait, what?
And
one is pitched two at a time. That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Pitched two at a time.
Yes, two at it. And during a pitch, you pitch to one of the batsmen.
Gotcha.
Right. So now, if the ball hits the wicket and knocks that top stick off, then the batter is out.
Out. Got that part.
Yes. If the ball hits the batter is out.
Oh, really?
So, yes.
Which I didn't get at all.
Protect themselves. Yeah. So
also, everyone was terrible at dodging the ball. They all just got hit in the head.
They just stood there and got hit.
Like really hard,
maybe
too. Like
one guy broke his
leg.
They don't move. Maybe it's balls. Maybe it's like it's baseball. they
take it.
Yeah, you get hit, you get points. Maybe in gilli danda, whatever it is. I don't know.
Okay, so let's continue. So if you hit the ball at the striker, which is what the batter is called, if the striker hits the ball out of bounds, it's automatically 4 runs.
What's out of bounds?
Out of bounds
outside of those. Defined. You see that circle? Yeah.
So that's a good thing. That's like a home run.
Yeah, it's like a home run.
Okay.
Right? Now, if the ball doesn't go out of bounds, then the 2 strikers on either side have to run to the other side as many times as they can, back and forth.
And how many runs do you get for that?
Both make it to the other side, it's a point.
Oh.
So
and you do that as many times as you can before they get the ball back.
Huh.
Now, if they're able to knock the wicket before runners are behind their respective lines on either side of the other 2 wickets,
and they have to hit it with the ball on the fly, right?
I think you can hit it. You can hold the ball and hit the wicket with your ball in hand if you want.
But you can also throw it at it.
You can also throw it, I believe.
Can it be at either one of the wickets?
Yes. I think so. I'm making this up at this point.
My biggest question is
that seems to make sense.
Are there strikes? Those guys were swinging at some really bad pitches.
Yeah, and then what does that mean?
Yeah,
if they can't hit it, if it's like way over their head, what is that?
I don't think there are strikes, but some games are you play a set number of what are called overs, which is 6 balls.
So you get like a count no matter what. So if you miss it, that's points that you should be getting.
So why can't you just throw it over their head every time as the bowler?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that would be bad sport, old chap. I don't know.
It's a game of
because a gentleman doesn't play the game that way, chap.
Yeah.
So I don't know what prevents people from doing bad cheaty type things with it. But that's the extent of my whack bat knowledge. So.
I mean, it's more knowledge than I had. I had to make it up as I went.
Dude, when there were like 182 runs, I was like, that seems like a lot.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Because they were getting in points in 4.
I just can't imagine a 3-day sporting event.
It doesn't look like it's that hard. It seems like a lot of standing around, didn't it?
Lots of standing around.
Probably, yeah.
But they are in some really hot place, it looked like. All wearing long pants and long shirts and hats.
Yeah.
That couldn't have been fun.
Yeah, the actors must have had a good time with that.
All right, so let's talk about the individual guys playing, because there was a lot of pretty funny stuff that happened. Like I can't even remember which guy it was. There was a guy that spun his arm like Popeye and then ran and then stopped and kept spinning his arm.
Spinning his arm again.
Oh, right. And everybody would like look at him.
Yeah.
And
it was like a cartoon
they had
character.
to figure out which guy was that. Was that one of the first guys who joined?
I forget.
I don't think so. No,
he was one of the more plain looking. He didn't have any like standout craziness or beards or anything.
But yeah, that was pretty funny.
And I love the guy that fights with the other guy all the time. All they do is fight. Remember in the beginning before they started playing?
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
chickens.
about the goats and the chickens.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
That
so
dude
it was,
is so funny.
Oh yeah, the slingshot guy.
It was
That's
Slingshot.
what it was.
It was Slingshot guy. That's
Slingshot
who
guy,
had that
right?
pitch.
Because he like
The other guy.
that's
I like
how
the
he
other
was
guy, the
sling.
little guy.
Yeah, he was
That just
good.
always fights. He's the worst batter, but he always fights.
And he's really good at catching because of chickens.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I like it how they gave everyone like their own traits. That was
Right,
kind of
because
fun.
like each person was necessary for the team.
Yeah.
'Cause each person had a strength, and like it was very family oriented in that sense. Like
I kind of wanted to see
Well,
the
and that's-
drum guy kick, like do better because
Yeah.
he kind of got out quickly. I wanted to see him like,
destroy some hits.
yeah, I just wanted to see him win the
Yeah.
game pretty much.
Right.
Yeah, he was pretty fun to watch.
Well, you
Fun
knew
to
they
watch
were going
him
to
be
give it to
happy.
Buvan.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
I mean, they weren't
So-
going to let anybody else win that game but him.
So like, yeah, the whole first day is all about just the British team slaughtering them.
yeah,
Yeah.
Right? Just scoring points.
Yeah.
And that's basically the whole first day. So that's what we see for a good, 20 minutes or so, even more than that.
yeah. And honestly, I was sitting there just being like, "What is going on?"
I know, me too.
A lot of like,
And I was too lazy to get up to go look it up on Wikipedia.
yeah. I was like, I'm already 3 hours deep. I'm not lengthening this out anymore.
Yeah, I'm going to have to stop it to read. No, I can't do that.
No, but being like, when do the other guys get to hit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so confused.
So is that how it goes though? Like one team has the predominant hitting, and then it switches
Yeah.
over hours, right?
Well, you got
Or is it
to get all 10
all
of those
these people
batsmen
out. Oh my god, that's
So
so
until you get all 10 out, and it's not a matter of balls or strikes, right? So
Right,
it can,
right.
as long as
To
you
count.
keep hitting.
kind of
yeah.
like baseball,
but
right?
not,
It can go on
because-
forever, technically.
Yeah,
No.
that's true, I guess.
Well, oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if it gets
I mean,
tied
as
or
long
whatever.
as people keep getting hits.
Yeah, I mean, you could
Yeah,
just keep.
yeah.
You could be like 1,000 to 0. You could just keep getting hits, but
Yeah.
that's hard to do, I guess.
That's impossible to do
Yeah.
comparatively. It seems like.
This game didn't look
But
too hard.
I bet it is, dude. That's people are pro at cricket, so it's got to be hard.
But are people trying to become pro cricket? What's the
What do you
competition
mean?
like?
Cricket's huge in the UK.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think it's probably
Never-
Yeah, it's
never mind.
big,
In
dude.
other
It's
countries.
big. Like there are pro cricket players for sure.
yeah, there's
They
like
make decent
world
wage.
championships and stuff.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah. There's cricket.
I always
Yeah,
thought
I
it was
saw
just a
they-
joke.
No, right? Because it's like that Mitchell and Webb look, and then they do that thing about the cricket all the time.
Yeah,
They do
I've only ever
cricket
seen it in joke context.
and the snooker too. But nah, dude, you look it up. I think you'll be pretty surprised at how popular it is
Oh,
in
God.
other places. Not here in America, obviously. We got baseball, kid.
I got another question that kind of confused me. The guy, untouchable guy, he had that little spin thing going on.
Yeah.
And then the first time he
Oh.
bowled, it didn't spin.
For no reason.
Right. Yeah,
For
like
no
the,
reason.
The ball. The
Yeah.
ball was not the same. It sounded like that was the only thing they gave for that. And then
But
all of a
then-
sudden later on,
Oh,
it worked.
wait. You're right. There was one point they were like, "Oh, it's the ball," but I didn't quite know where that went. But
It didn't go
It
anywhere.
didn't go anywhere.
And then all of a sudden,
Oh.
he like picks the ball up out of nowhere, throws it, it spins, and he's like, "Oh,
But
the
that's the next
spinning's back
time.
on."
And
Yeah,
we're
that's
back.
the next
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, I'm glad that didn't make any sense.
No,
No,
it
that
didn't
was
make
the
any
one
sense.
where-
It was almost like they were gonna say it, and then they edited a section out that had that information
Dude,
in it, and it
they
never
didn't
got
edit
back.
anything out of this movie.
Oh, they did.
Probably
because
did. Yeah.
There was 7 hours, man.
So
I don't
it
know
was
what
3
they
and
what they did.
41.
It was 4 hours of pure desert landscape and like whistling trees. Honestly, I don't know how it could have been 7.5 hours long.
I don't know. Stranger things have happened.
I think
Yeah.
while I was watching this, not to be too negative, but I thought every single shot they took in the entire movie could have been halved, and then the movie would have been a regular length.
Possibly. I mean,
I don't know. That's a tough one.
Yeah. There was a lot of just faces though, like panning shots of like the entire town, like his face, his face, his face.
They did that a lot.
His face.
Punch in.
Yeah, there was a lot of that for sure.
And there were a couple times during the cricket scenes where they like had some climactic music and people were cheering, and then everything would cut away and it would just be like a pitch and then like a bat hit and then a run, like running sounds, just really quiet, weird sound editing.
Well, I think this was the first movie that they actually, I read one of the tidbits about it was that this was the first movie they did
with synchronous sounds.
The whole movie was an ADR. Apparently, up till then in Bollywood, the entire movies were ADR'd.
That's crazy. Because this was only made in 2001.
It seems like it was in the 70s. So, like you said, it seems like it was
what's ADR stand for, guys? You guys are the audio guys.
Automated dialogue replacement.
Okay. I mean, there's like a...
And there was ADR in this movie. There's quite a bit of it, actually. Because I read that, too, before I watched it.
Well, all the songs got to be.
All the songs. A lot of the characters, what is this, Raja guy? Is that what it was? He was ADR like half the time.
I guess it kind of makes sense to ADR if all the songs are in studio. Because then you're like switching back and forth. You know, I guess it does. But I like the more natural sound for dialogue, at least. But
yeah, but it is sort of like a kind of a jarring sort of thing when they switch into studio quality,
right, and
singing.
then back again.
But that's like, I don't know. We see that in any like Pitch Perfect, all these sort of like musicals and stuff.
Oh yeah,
where they just
ton of film.
They
nowadays
break in a song, and all of a sudden they've got some great studio quality sound going on.
Yeah, I don't know, but it seems like that's part of the package with Bollywood stuff. You just learn to appreciate it for what it is, I guess. I don't know.
I wish it would have been more fun to go into this not knowing that they were going to break in a song all the time, because that would have
and just like end up there like, oh no way, like, okay,
wow,
cool. I didn't know that. So hey, honey, they sing in this, you know?
Yeah, you'll like this.
It would have been great not to know anything about it. That it was a Bollywood movie, that it was a musical, that it was 3.5 hours long about cricket.
Right. I wonder we should.
See, I didn't know it was about cricket, so I kind of had a reveal the whole time. I didn't know the story at all. I didn't look it up, nothing. I just bought it and watched it.
Do you think so? I wrote this down later that Bhuvan, does he look like a young Charlie Sheen to either of you guys?
Charlie Sheen, huh?
Charlie Sheen.
I can see where you're going with that a little.
There was a couple of times when he was like playing cricket, and the angle his face was being shot at, it looked almost exactly like him to me. But I only got that towards the end of the movie, so I don't know.
He looks like an American, but I don't know about Charlie Sheen.
The last question I had on the game was the scene where it was like the last round or whatever, where it was Bhuvan and the shorter chicken guy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He was supposed to be out, but then wasn't, right? You know what I'm talking about? He was at bat, and then like something happened, and they let him go again.
The refs say something, like they were like, no good, sir.
Yeah, but then why wasn't he up at bat? I think it's just me not understanding cricket. But it seemed like he should have batted again, right?
Oh, because maybe he was out, and the only person left was Bhuvan.
But they switched places, so he was on like the other
I don't know.
wicket area. I think I just don't know how to play cricket.
The reason why he said it was no good, sir, was when the guy caught the ball out of bounds, right?
No, that was the end of the game.
That was the last shot.
That was the very, very end.
Yeah, so this is the one right before that one.
It was when the guy with the chickens went up and then did his thing, and everyone thought they won already, and then the ref called it back.
Yeah,
right.
And then Bhuvan got to bat.
Bhuvan went up for him instead.
No good. I think it was because maybe the bowler stepped over the line.
So they switched batters then?
Possibly. Maybe.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, it was the bowler was over the line. Oh, that's probably true, John. You might be right about that. Since he screwed up, they go to the other pitcher or bowler or whatever.
Yeah.
But what if the batter was good, and you could just do that to like switch out the good batter?
Well, again, that wouldn't be sporting.
Oh, yeah.
No, honestly,
Right,
Denny,
right.
that's a very good question. I don't know.
No, I think so too. I have no idea.
Huh.
I wasn't following it quite clearly at that point.
Cricket's so weird. It
But,
might
yeah.
be one of those things where it's like, but you can do that. What do you mean?
that's the
No,
rule.
that's totally legal. It's fine. You can do that. People
you
do that all the
better
time.
So before we get to this like final thing, so like everybody kind of still gets to have their celebratory comeback, and there's much rejoicing
For both
it,
sides.
like, yeah.
yeah.
But on like towards the like latter third of the game or whatever, as they're making their comeback, it's actually kind of fun because all this like enthusiasm seemed like
yeah.
I don't know,
And hope.
it was kind of well done.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, the cheering seemed real.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. Kind of like they were and.
Well, I
jumping all
liked
over each other
that
and seemed
the
very
older
happy.
guy on the England side or whatever they are.
Kind of switched to their side.
Yeah, he was like really liking their hits and stuff. He's
Yeah.
like,
Good
good hit,
show."
sir. And great ball, sir. And like,
This country's
everyone's
got a
kinda
good
looking-
future for the sport.
Yeah, right. Yeah, how about that line where he was like, these guys are going to be one of the best in the world, or something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, look at these white guys already trying to figure out how they can make money.
Do you need a manager?
Typical. Yeah, typical. Like, this is an opportunity, sir.
Dude, their hats were hilarious. They had like the points on the top.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure those hats never existed.
Oh, really? I don't know.
What is it? What are they going to run?
Have
Like
you seen what they
rhinoceros
wear
people?
today? The Queen still makes those guys wear those black crazy hats in the middle of the summer,
Very true.
standing outside her castle.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean, it's they wear those big puffy things on their hats, so it's possible.
a weird place. That's why we left.
And they're not allowed to smile. There's a lot of weird stuff going over there.
Well, their teeth are horrible. So
Oh, yeah. That's,
As a rule.
you have the mustache to hide that.
I don't know. Gaston in this movie had some pretty sparkly pearls.
Yeah, well, they're all Hollywoody.
Yeah, he had
They were really
his
Hollywoody.
teeth whitened and his face tanned before he shot this movie.
like
for sure.
really tan.
Yeah.
Though.
It looked like somebody like dipped his face into a soft pile of dirt before
or
every scene he was
Shinola
in.
or something.
Everybody had perfect skin too.
Well, they were out
Just
in the
very
desert.
pretty. Everybody very
All right,
pretty
Buffalo
people.
Bill, take it easy.
Yeah. Come on, just imagine the blanket you could make.
That's weird.
All right, fine. You went there first.
I did. So we're at the end. I don't really have anything else.
See,
They
we
sing
made it.
again.
Do they?
Don't they? Yeah, I wrote seventh song here at the end, and then it rains.
Oh, right. Then we
Oh,
get
right.
the
And it rains. They finally get the rain.
Yeah, and then the voiceover takes us out.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
And then-
the voiceover
which
was
I
the
missed, I
saddest
guess.
thing ever. For the Elizabeth character, when it was like, and Elizabeth went home and lived forever by herself.
With her,
Yeah.
with her heart, for him or something
Yeah.
like really
Well, 'cause
depressing.
She
Like,
she was his Radha, which
Yeah.
is like.
But it was like
some,
like she never found anyone else.
they said till the end of her days, she
Yeah,
just
I know.
lived alone. Oh God, it was like,
in
why?
love with Bhuvan still the
Yeah.
whole time. That's what they were saying. I know it's messed up.
The movie was so positive, and they just said that five word line. It was like,
Yeah,
oh God.
well, it's okay. She's
She's white, so who cares?
yeah. Well, I don't.
Right.
Again, there's like the point of the Krishna and Radha legend has something to do with that, which again I don't even want to dare try to figure out. But there's something about them like being very close but never marrying each other or something like that.
That was one of the songs, right? That was
Yeah.
One of the earlier
That
ones?
was the jealousy song.
I think that was
too.
my favorite one. The dancing during that one was pretty awesome.
Yeah, the dancing was amazing. Like the
Throughout, yeah.
synchronization of it was really impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a good job, man, of choreographing for sure.
How many people do you
They had,
think
like-
that were dancing around in those scenes were, dancers, and then how many were just, the villagers that apparently were extras?
Oh, well, I doubt if you had the villagers doing that. They didn't. It didn't seem like you had a good large group of people at different times with the guys and the girls, didn't you?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And there's
So
a lot of
I've read that there were 20,000 extras.
whoa.
Like the maximum, I don't know what scene that would be, but they said one of the scenes had 20,000 extras.
Wow. I mean, it's got to be for the game, right?
Right? Yeah. It seemed like the
yeah,
most people
for
were
sure.
there.
Just getting all those people in one place at one time and like keeping them it's nuts.
Happy in the heat.
Oh yeah, big time radio session going on in there, right? Everyone's got radios. There's probably 1,000 people, production assistants, and everybody reining people in.
It's probably why they don't have the live sound very often, because you have to direct 1,000 people what to do.
Yeah, with like a PA system.
Yeah, and you have the wide shots, and then your lead is in the middle. Like you're not gonna have a wireless mic out there.
It's got to be tough, man.
Yeah, that makes sense why they wouldn't do that.
You know what's funny? Apparently when it rained, I wrote, and of course it rains. It was so long ago when we were at that part, I forgot all about it.
Was that the same movie? I think I watched the movie 2 days ago about rain.
Oh, right. That's right. In the beginning, there was no rain, and now there's. Oh, I get it. Like, it's like,
should I be more happy about the rain or the death of this poor white woman?
Like, wait, what's going on now? I forgot.
Well, and the British left the province or whatever it was called. They were so humiliated.
Yeah.
So,
poor baby.
Oh, they got to leave their sweet house. That's really kind of sad, actually. That was a sweet house.
That's true. They were living like, royalty out there.
So it says here in the trivia section, during the final cricket match, one of the British players, Smith, gets run out. As the actor ran back to the crease, he fell, landing on his cricket bat and dislocating his left shoulder. Mm-hmm. So you remember what shot that was? That was the one where the guy threw the ball, like he was between the two wickets, and he dove and threw it, and it hit one of the wickets. Remember that? No? There was a lot of cricket.
There's a lot of wicket hitting.
A lot of wicket hitting.
A lot of wicket hitting. What?
Too much.
I didn't remember that one. No, I'm on the trivia section now.
And there's not too much good trivia. It doesn't seem like very many people know about this movie.
Probably not.
It was it says it's the third movie from India to get nominated for an Academy Award. The first movie from India to ever be played in China. That's a pretty big deal, I guess.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Although they're closer to
it was very well received.
It was hard for that not to be well received. I mean, I was telling my sister, I was like, if you watch it, you're going to like it. Doesn't matter who you are.
I'm not sure I'd recommend it to anybody.
Because it's 4 hours long.
Yeah.
If that was an hour and a half, I'd be like, you ought to watch this movie.
That's true.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And it's so not American. And you need to not be American for one night and watch this movie. But 4 hours long, that's hard. That's a hard sell.
Yeah, and also not be British because you might get...
Well, I think if anybody loves musicals, I think they would love this. I think you'd enjoy it if you do like musicals. We have a good friend of ours that just that's her thing, is she loves movie musicals, and it'll be neat to recommend this to her because we know it's something she hasn't
actually would watch too.
Has she ever gotten into Bollywood stuff? Because they're all musicals, right?
Yeah, I'll talk to her. For all I know, she's like seen them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's like, "Ha, John, are you kidding me? Yeah. I love musicals.
Amateur.
Yeah,
what's wrong with you?"
Sorry.
So what else we got here? There's not really any trivia beyond that.
Not anything worth mentioning, anyways.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So better or worse than Beauty and the Beast?
Way different. I mean, how do you even compare those two?
Hard to say. Yeah, it would be hard just because I'd never seen this before and I was confused for most of it. Because I didn't understand a lot of what was going on. Mostly
I'm glad I wasn't the only one.
Yeah. So better. I think I enjoyed it more.
Not to text you while I was watching it.
Yeah, it was tough not talking to you guys today because I was like, I want to talk about it. I want to figure out what the hell cricket is.
I know. Anyways.
But yeah, I think I enjoyed it more because it was new. But I would never watch it again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not pretty sure I wouldn't recommend it to anybody.
Oh.
I
even watched the songs again. Me and my daughter watched some of the songs because she really liked them.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
She didn't watch the whole thing, I assume.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. 15 minutes is her maximum attention span.
That's funny. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I think I would recommend it, but I would preface the hell out of it. Like, look,
let's say
it's 4 hours, okay? But it's pretty good. And you might want to watch it just because you don't usually watch anything like this. But yeah, it's 4 hours long.
So yeah, would you keep it in the top 250 or no?
I don't think I've watched enough of them now. I feel like I'll have a better understanding of that question when I've done like 70 of them.
I feel like there's no way this could be worthy of top 250 movies of all time.
Well, I mean, we should do a Where Are They Now in like, say, 50 episodes, and we'll find out where Lagaan is.
That's an interesting point. I mean, part of it is that, I don't know, you think of 250, like this represents something. I wonder how many musicals are in the top 250.
It's a good question.
Okay, so
I don't know.
Data point to get.
I wouldn't count like the usual, like what we just saw, Beauty and the Beast. I don't really think of that as like a musical. That's like a animated film where you have songs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So question is, how many musicals? See if I can figure that out.
I know there's a few more Bollywood movies. One of them is like pretty high up. There's one called.
Oh really? Oh, that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing more of that.
It actually has Bhuvan in it.
Of course it does. How many actors are successul are there? Right? Bollywood, there's got to be a small little niche.
Yeah. Well, I think he was a big deal.
He was good.
Maybe. Yeah. I thought all of the acting I don't think without exception, the act. Maybe
Elizabeth.
we could argue about the white lady.
Yeah.
But otherwise, the acting was really good.
Especially for people I have never heard of.
Yeah, but to have to do this sort of like all the celebratory and that sort of agony of defeat stuff that you have to do in sports movies, I thought it was like it was all very believable and like enjoyable to watch.
Yeah,
for sure. And it went on for a long time. It could have gotten really annoying fast.
That's true. For a nearly 4-hour long movie, I did want it to end by the end, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Right.
And it was mostly just because I was tired. And I watch a lot of movies, and I don't watch a lot of 4-hour long movies because it's too much.
Yes, yeah. I picked a good time. I picked like the early afternoon to start it, so that I was up. I was up. I was awake. I was drinking some beer, of course. And, it was nice. It was a great day. I was just hanging out by myself, watching a 4-hour movie. It's like, you got nothing to do for 4 hours. Boom, movie.
Sweet.
We're gonna have 3 or 4 of those at least. I think Gandhi's long, Lawrence of Arabia.
I think Das Boot is on there, right?
What's up with this Middle Eastern stuff? It's all got to be 4 hours. Don't they know what editing is?
I think it's like is it a cultural thing?
It takes a long time to go from one end of the desert to the other.
The vastness of the desert is the same in our films.
Yes.
That's probably why. Oh, what else? So Das Boot is long. I haven't seen that one. That's a long one, right?
How often does this stuff change in and out of the top 250? Does it happen?
So it's changing.
It's fast already. Yeah. So Beauty and the Beast is already gone.
Wow.
Lagaan is at 250 right now.
Yeah. It's it's
because I guess
danger.
Every day new movies are added too, so things change around a lot.
Users are continually rating stuff too. So
we'll have to keep up on that then. On some of the ones we like too, like see if they go up or they go down.
Yeah. So at the very end, in 5 years, we can go back through the list and kind of, start going backwards, be like, so these ones weren't on here before, and now they are.
Yeah. And then those ones that we thought would never go away are gone.
Right. And so we have if anybody's listening, we have on our website the list as we've snapshotted it.
It was since August 8th, I think, 2016.
Yeah. So that's what's the website called, Denny?
It's mission250filmcast.com. It's a mouthful.
That is a mouthful.
But everything else was taken. So yeah. So there's a bunch of. So the next, what's the movie next week?
Themish.com.
Is it in the High Noon?
High Noon is the next one.
Is that right?
High Noon.
I have never seen it. Have any of you guys?
I have not. No. So that's good. It's another one.
Gary Cooper and Grace Kelly in it.
I don't even know who they are.
Isn't Grace Kelly the guy that was in Singing in the Rain?
I don't think Grace Kelly's a guy.
Oh.
So
wasn't Gary Cooper the guy in Singing in the Rain?
I know the answer.
No, you don't even know what you're talking about.
Grace. It's Grace something, wasn't it?
Grace Kelly was the woman who became like the. Didn't she end up being a princess or something too? She like married into royalty.
I don't know. I
I guess we don't know anything about this one either.
Anyway, we will.
So I was thinking Gene Kelly. That's who I was thinking.
Right.
That's pretty close.
Oh,
Close
Ron
enough.
Kelly.
So yeah, on our website, we do have a list. If you go to the top left, there's a list. You can go look through every single movie we're going to watch. They're frozen in time. So the list on IMDb isn't exactly going to be up to date, but I'm sure the top 50 will probably stay the same until Avatar 2 comes out. Probably.
I don't know, man. I think we might be pleasantly surprised how different the thing is all the time. I mentioned too this idea of someone at work, and they were like, "Yeah, but like it's never the same."
Yeah. So this is the only option.
We'll crawl our way back down, and then we'll go back up.
No,
again.
I think it's fine. I like it. We've frozen time. This is the 250, and we go with it.
Yeah.
This one might be tough to watch than High Noon, black and white.
It's only an hour and a half though, so
That's true.
Yeah.
So it should be.
True.
You blink and you'll miss it now that you're used to the
For the length,
Bollywoods. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to try and not read the synopsis right now.
Yeah. I'll try to be surprised, but it might. Yeah.
It looks like a Western.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So
Very much
we probably know how that goes.
And this one you can rent on the internet for like $3. So that's awesome.
Yeah, good.
So you don't have to buy it.
Nope, I just saw it on Amazon right now.
Because if I had to buy every one of these for $20 on Amazon,
Woo!
I would go broke.
Mission 250 would be Mission 250,000.
Some good math there, TC.
Yeah.
We would really need those donations.
We'd really, guys, if you could throw a penny my way.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're good. Unless, yeah,
I mean, I got nothing else. My notes were so crappy.
yeah.
Yeah, they were like so superficial.
Yeah, they
like,
were.
ooh, happy they won. So happy they won. Like, that's not a note. That's nothing.
I had a bunch of notes that were just like so many extras.
Yeah. I didn't have much. I got to try and be a little more critical and less regurgitating.
It's tough, dude. With subtitles, that's the hardest part.
Well, because
Yeah,
it's
that
hard
was
to
hard
take
too.
a note, right? It's hard to take a note and
because you
like,
miss it.
Keep reading. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh well. Next one in English.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Till next time.
guys.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening.